So it's interesting how your character traits from general,
also
how
comes
they
into
apply there.
intimacy, in sexual intimacy as well.
Hello and welcome
to the High Noon Couples podcast,
where we empower blessed couples
to deepen their love, fostering mutual pleasure, connection, and joy.
So let's dive in.
Welcome back to the High Noon Couples podcast. So today we are having a topic that has been, quite a bit of a topic for us, at least in the past 5.5 years we're together. And this is how to embrace change at home, which means more kind of the day-to-day changes, like moving furniture, changing something in a schedule and these kind of things, rather than big changes like moving somewhere or, changing job, these kind of things. So I guess we're very different in this way, but we also want to talk on how, I guess in this way of changing things up at home needs also to be considered on how different the comfort levels are from each of us, or in any marriage, that a partner can have different comfort level than the other one, right? So do you want to elaborate a bit more on your side?
Yeah, sure. So as you know, I really like to change my environment, to have a new feeling of, I like to change my environment because I have the feeling that I've reached a new stage.
Mm-hmm.
So for example, we have our office computer, and if we use that computer for work, then that office space seems really focusing and I can concentrate really well. But sometimes, when I have a break and I use a computer to just relax and, I just watch something, that office space becomes not a place of focus, but more a place of enjoyment.
Wait a second.
Yes.
So it sounds like there's a word for that. It is infiltrated by by your comfortness,
I guess. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Its purpose becomes
different.
Yeah.
Mm.
And if that desk setup and where the desk stands and where the computer stands, if that isn't changed, I still will remember, when wanting to work, I will remember, that's the place where I can relax and where I can just watch a movie or something. And that's where, for me, I've learned that if I change things around, can kind of, on a clean slate, I can repurpose that whole area and make it
fresh again.
Yeah. And I can feel like, okay, this is a very new place, and I can really start a new phase of my work there. And when I mess up again and I relax too much, then it has to go. It has lost its purpose and the focus.
So knowing you, does that only imply like dining table, what we use kind of half for, meals and the other half is for work?
Mm-hmm.
Is it just like how you put the table, or is it like move around everything in the living room?
Well, to the detriment of you, I think it's every 3-4 months that I get the inspiration to change things up, and I really enjoy it. I really enjoy to reinvent the home and feel like it's a completely new place where it's just, there's nothing, like everything is new without having everything new, just by arranging it. Like the whole feeling is new. And I feel like my thoughts also become new. Like when I'm in that environment, it just feels different, as if I'm on a holiday for a few hours or days until I get used to it.
Yeah. I'm actually really curious if any of the listeners, if she's like the same or he's more kind of this way on, I need to rearrange every few months. And I remember at the beginning, it really bothered me. It was really difficult for me because for me is environmental change or scheduling changing the schedule is also sometimes uncomfortable, but especially environmental is for me challenging because it has a component of safety and control. And I think that comes also from my childhood where we moved a lot. I've changed school a lot. I have been to a lot of different places, and the environment changed a lot, as well as at home. My parents have been fighting. So I cannot say never a sense of stability, but I had a lot of sense of losing control or safety in that regard. So for me, with you, I feel very safe and have created more comfort, I would say. And you challenge me in that way as well. So it's kind of controversial.
Contradicting.
Yeah, maybe contradicting.
Yeah.
It is contradicting that on one side I really feel safe with you, but you really challenge me on getting out of my comfort zone, which is maybe the best way because you give me the safety that the change is not as bad. And so at the beginning, when we changed, when you have been rearranging the furniture and trying out new things, I got really annoyed by that. And you only
That
did
was
it.
the first year of us being together.
No, I think it was until like recently.
So the 5th year. Yeah.
I think maybe a year ago or something that it really became more where I also understand where it came from because
Do you remember specifically what happened?
I remember one time that we had a conversation and I was really frustrated and that we had a walk afterwards and I was able just to talk it out. Like I became better aware on this is going on. And I never really understood that before. And you listening and hearing me out and just, being present and not pushing me or.
I remember specifically, sorry that I interrupt, that you realized a year ago when we had that discussion that you had a feeling of powerlessness when things were changed around because you weren't involved. And as in your childhood, you weren't involved in the decision making of moving, for example. So what we did actually afterwards was I invited you to help me out with changing everything around. And I remember you like that much more.
Yeah, I think that was also this thing on coming here to Germany was that nothing was mine. Or nothing had my touch.
So Austria was yours, but not Germany.
Not really. And I was living at that time in Poland. But no, that was not the point. The thing
like belongings, you had just this very limited amount of stuff that you brought to Germany.
Yeah, it was definitely also a feeling of belonging on that. Also, so the thing is like you are really good with interior design on where to put things, how to put them. Is the better sound for TV or for your sound
loudspeaker it's called
speakers for the speakers, and so I just let you do. If it's more about decorating and plans, this is my thing. But yeah, what I wanted to say is that at this walk we had, I understood it was a point of belonging. It's a point of losing control or things getting unfamiliar and that feels unsafe. So when you said, especially because I never helped, I helped one time, like the last arrangement was with my help. But before that, I know that I never helped you and I was just usually you did it during my period because then I wasn't able to do anything. I was like sleeping in a bed with my hot water bottle.
Yeah, that's a whole different situation.
You use that, you use this situation in your advantage because I wasn't able to say anything against it. But you did tell me about it. It's like, you're going to start. I was like, okay, no, I don't want to, but whatever, just do it without me. And at first, I usually didn't like it because it was different. It was unfamiliar. But then I have to say most of the time, I was like, actually, it was a good idea.
So what was bringing you to, what was giving you a feeling of comfort while still having the change in home? Like what brought that change?
I think you always had an open mind on changing it back. And it doesn't have to be like that. And you always like, just let's try for 1 or 2 weeks. And after 1 or 2 weeks, I was fine with it. Yeah. And I think also one part is that I wasn't part of the change.
Yeah.
That you kind of did the work because I feel like actively doing that is a bit harder. But again, the last time we did it actually together and it was really nice and I really enjoyed it. But I think we have to rearrange again.
We will.
It's been too long.
Yeah. So do you experience internal change when things outside of you change?
I would say differently. I feel and discomfort and not unsafetyness, but more it becomes unfamiliar and that just feels uncomfortable, right? And I think over the time I have grown into embracing that. At the beginning it was really difficult, and I think also when we moved into this place
2 years ago?
2 years ago, the beginning time was also really stressful for me. Also, I guess because of work that was really stressful and demanding, and having things changed when things were very unstable at work made everything even worse.
Yeah.
And I think that is also one part where I quit then my job and then started. I mean, there was a bit of a period of time where I didn't work. I started to work for you, but I became more stable, I guess, in embracing change or embracing. I don't want to use the whole time change.
I remember 2 years ago when we moved here, I had plans of renovating a little bit,
Oh
like
my God.
changing floors and stuff.
Oh my God. Yeah.
And
That created so much anxiety.
yeah, I remember that. And I think we agreed at the time to first settle and like make ourselves comfortable, feel at home, and then see what happens. And it was fine. In the end, it was fine. Like I was too ambitious, I have to say. And looking back, it was needed for us to just settle in and just be okay how everything was. But yeah, it's very interesting how I think you would be totally happy to have an arrangement and have a environment around you that stays for years and years the same.
I wouldn't say that.
Okay.
I think it's more kind of you like it to have it more frequent than I do.
Mm.
So for me, I would be fine every half a year or every 7, 8 months, you know? You
Let's be
need
clear,
that.
not to move, to change.
Yeah, no, not change.
Yeah.
Like changing things around,
Mhm.
to move things around. And you need it more often than I do, because I do remember that I have done that also quite a few times, that I have moved things in my bedroom where I was still living with my parents. So, but this is also something I see in you, that you getting very excited about certain things on, either buying new stuff, or no, now it's building.
Yeah, it's building. It's
Now-
buying to build stuff.
Now it's building furniture, woodworking. And where I noticed that I'm getting annoyed that you build more and more. So it feels like, it's already too much stuff in the apartment, and I don't know anymore where to put things, or
Luckily, we have many people in our family where we can just give stuff to.
Sure. So what I meant with that is that you're getting easily excited and having very easily envision. And I think this is also one thing we've talked in not our last podcast, but with Raphael Gana about, like, you have often a vision of something and you're getting really excited. And then it reminds me also of my dad. So he also gets really excited. And then sometimes you have absolute great ideas and amazing ideas. And sometimes I think also how I communicate that it's also important, but sometimes it's a bit too much.
Yeah.
And I appreciate your idea and let you know, thank you for your idea. That sounds really great, but maybe not today.
Not today.
Or let's wait a little bit, let's settle, or, finding the right timing for that. Or, that's where I see complementing each other. We're learning to better complement each other over the years, to that I can appreciate your not pushing me, or supporting me out of my comfort zone, or when I'm too long on my phone, or these kind of things, and that I embrace that and I don't block you because I feel controlled, or unsafe. And the same is also, I think, with you, that when you go hyper excited and have new ideas, that you, please correct me if I'm
Mhm.
wrong, but that you don't feel pushed down by me. Would you say that that's correct?
I think after 5 years now, we're both aware that we're different. And if I would always ask for permission, I wouldn't do anything anymore.
Yeah.
So I just do it and
But you
I'm
do,
happy about it.
yeah, but you do let me know about it.
Yeah.
You gonna tell me, it's like, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah.
And another area where things you like to change up is, for example, our sexy time in the
Mm.
bedroom. That there are situations where
Yeah.
you're like, okay, let's try a new position. And there are times where I was like, yeah, sure, let's do that.
It depends on our sleep deprivation.
Or like how late it is for you.
Yeah.
I don't care so much if it's too so late, but you do.
Yeah.
And I'm usually, I mean, there is a certain, it has a certain appeal
Mhm.
to try different positions because it feels different, and then it's easier to come to have an orgasm, that it feels more pleasurable. But usually I like the normal stuff that we do every time.
So it's interesting how your character traits from general,
Yeah, also
how
comes
they
into
apply there.
intimacy, yeah, in sexual intimacy as well. And I think in this way, again, is that I need to be open for you
Mm.
to don't push you down. It's like, oh no, we're not gonna
Try something new.
try something new. And I remember we bought this, or I bought this sex position cards from Amazon to, see on it's like, okay, yeah, this time we try this card,
Mhm.
and
It was quite unsuccessful.
also because it feels like you need to be an acrobat to do that.
Yeah.
So it was like, I need to be able to make a split, or to have
Yeah.
like, I don't know,
Unrealistic.
25 kilos less,
Yeah.
or where, I don't know, it just doesn't make sense. But anyways,
I would say at least it was fun
trying them
to
out.
try it, like
Yes.
to see, okay, new challenge accepted. But yeah, we usually come back to the
Things, yeah.
we enjoyed and we figured out by ourselves, right?
Yeah. Even though, I was like thinking it would be nice to change more things more up and do this. But again, it's kind of a feeling of comfort.
Mm.
This is where usually I see you, I see your face, I can connect with you and stay focused with you. And if it's something really completely different, it is fun and it is enjoyable. It is funny. I know we do laugh a lot.
Mhm.
And yeah, trying out new things. But then at the end, it's like, oh no, no, my body don't try out new things. At least for me, it's like we go to the old stuff we usually like to do.
Yeah. I think a big part of accepting a new sex position is, were we able to be there in our thoughts and mind for each other during sex? And if that wasn't the case, because the position was like awkward or difficult, or then it's like, okay, what's the point, right?
Yeah.
Like, especially when you say, if it's a position where we don't really look at each other, then it's easier for you and me to think about other things. Like,
yeah. It's like to wander off with thoughts, or
yeah. And then usually our discussion after sex is like, I'm sorry, I wasn't really
There,
present
yeah.
there, fantasizing about something else. And then it's like,
I think that's another topic actually we need to talk about in the podcast, but
Yeah.
it's not on the topic. But
Yeah.
definitely. Yeah. But it's interesting, as you already said, that how we are in our character, in our how we experience change, or having our comfort level also applies in our sexual intimacy, and I think also in a lot of different things. I wanted to say that it is for me easier it's for me easier to come out of my comfort zone when I, for example, do get therapy or coaching, or in a child work and this kind of stuff. It is, but usually it is with a person I don't know so well for some reason. But I also know that it's also not so easy for me to touch certain feelings because it feels so uncomfortable and then I don't want to deal with it often in that moment. And then again, you help me in this situation to come out of my comfort zone.
Yeah.
Or
Talk it out. Like yesterday?
yeah. I didn't succeed so well, but I think in the bedroom it was actually really nice. And having yesterday was such a, sorry for my language, shitty day
Yeah,
for me.
it was.
Nothing worked out. It was so annoying. I have really
I
tried.
think I've never seen you so annoyed.
Really?
Yeah, that was max. It started in the mornings. We woke up too late. And
Yeah.
then
And then so many things just didn't work out. The programs on a computer, certain things and with numbers, like
you wanted to build a table and have it add numbers, and
yeah. The thing
that
is,
didn't
like,
work.
so many things just didn't work. It was like it's in German you say verhext. It's like magic. It's not working. And I got so mad.
I got annoyed at you that you got mad.
Oh my god. And we were going for a walk and it was like, okay, that usually helps, but not even that really helped so much. I felt like in the evening you have tried to kind of talk through what's going on, but I didn't really know what was happening, you know? And then I was like, okay, let's have maybe sex. Connect.
I would never have dared to ask that from you in that.
And I have to say, like, I was thinking even today about it. It was really good. It was really nice. It was so fun. I felt so connected with you and we've been laughing so much and cousin was so good.
At least you had one thing that was good yesterday.
Thank you. Yes.
Yeah.
And what I was thinking today, you know, because it's again, actually another topic, but still kind of relevant, that a lot of women don't want to have sex or intimacy when they're stressed. And I've noticed for me, it depends on what emotional kind of state. If it's more kind of sadness or, you know, emotionally down, then it's not, I feel it's, at least for me, it's not that helpful. But if it's anger and certain upper energy, like Kendra was talking
It's
with
like
this
active energy.
It's an active energy and it's an anger. It's like more hot. Then I felt that sex actually helped, or stress, like this kind of being stressed, that sex is actually helping to reduce that. If I'm sad or like shut down or withdrawing, this is where it's not so helpful, at least for me, where I first need the emotional connection before having sexual connection. And when I'm hot, like with temper or emotions in anger, this, you know, fight kind of state, then it's easier, or it is actually more helpful. And I felt yesterday I was in that state, I would say more or less, where I was really annoyed.
Yeah.
And that was really helpful. And then being connected, and I felt like the start of the day was so much better.
You were on a level where if I asked you, can I help you? You said, no, I want to feel these frustrations.
Yeah.
Let me feel these frustrations. You got
Yeah.
a bit annoyed at me that I tried to help you. Yeah.
And also, can I say that with ChatGPT?
Yeah, sure. Whatever.
Like, you were trying to help me fix the problem on the computer.
Yeah.
And you gave me the answer like ChatGPT would give it to me. Like, I asked it, and this is not the answer I was looking for.
Yeah.
Yeah. So to come back to the topic, which is how to embrace change, is we're different on our comfort levels, but also you need involvement that you don't feel stagnated, right? So that you feel, oh, something has changed around me. So you have new motivation, new inspiration, as you said, to do your work better and get inspired and not falling into this comfortness, right? That was something you said in the beginning.
Yeah, I would put into words like, I see my life as in phases, and I grow out of a phase, and then there's a new phase and a new project. Like each project is like a new phase. Like every season seems very new and very interesting because you can just do so many different things. Seasons change really noticeably outside, and I somehow want it reflected in the home as well, because then I'm reminded, oh yeah, this is a new season. This is a new stage where I can do different things. And if something doesn't change in my environment, it's hard for me to see things differently. And then I become bored and feel like I'm stagnating.
And that's good. And that is something that I am learning from you and getting out of my comfort zone or kind of getting pushed.
But you also tell me, and I have learned to listen to you, that if it's too much for you, that of course I can step it back. And
I appreciate that.
we had many walks about that.
Yeah, but 1 year ago, I
So it's
think
not
that
just that you're adjusting to me, but it's
No.
also that.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like we find a common ground.
Mm.
It's not like 50-50, but there are certain situations where you have more the energy behind it, and I really see that you are so invested into it, and it's like, okay, just because I don't want it, does it mean now I have to push you down?
It depends on your daily.
It depends on what day I am on in my cycle.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I
Right.
think that is
Sometimes
also.
you're like, oh, it's so cool that you're doing this, and sometimes like, why are you doing this?
I mean, I think please correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I've gotten better with that.
Yeah, you did.
That I'm not getting totally controlled by my hormones, and that it's not a cute excuse for certain emotional stages.
You got
But
better.
it is part of me, but but it doesn't define me.
Yes. Shall we wrap it up?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was very nice to talk with you.
Yeah, it was nice.
Yeah. I
As
enjoyed
always.
it. Did you enjoy it?
Sure. I hope everyone else enjoyed it too.
Yeah, I would actually love to hear in the comments if any of you have experienced that in your relationship with, either moving things around, also in the sex drive, and the one partner drives the things around and the other one really enjoys just the
Keeping things the same.
Exactly.
If it works, it works.
Exactly. Yeah, and you should not change a working system.
Yes.
So, yeah, hope you enjoyed it as much as we did and have a beautiful rest of your day.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.